November 21 of 2020. I'm Mayor Diana Broderson, and welcome to our city. It is a brisk fall day here, and so our topic is very pertinent. It feels like fall in the air, and we're going to talk about Halloween in just a minute. But I wanted to give you a quick update on the COVID status where we're at. We had 73 new cases this week for a total of 6,806 for Muscatine County. We do have some good news though. Muscatine County dropped from 9% positivity rate to 8%, and the state of Iowa, or I'm sorry, Muscatine dropped from 7 to 6, and Iowa dropped from 9 to 8. So we both dropped a percentage, so that's always good. And we had no deaths in Muscatine County this year, thank the Lord, but 100 for Iowa. So join me in praying for those families. And hopefully we can just keep marching on and put this far behind us. So that's enough on the COVID front. Let's talk about Christmas before we talk about Halloween. Salvation Army has all of their information out. You need to call them if you need to sign up to get a Christmas basket for your children. You'd get a Christmas meal and then a toy for each one of the kids in your family. But make sure you get over there and get signing up because it's October 4th through the 29th. So you got to call and make an appointment and then go on down to Salvation Army and they'll get you all hooked up. And they're also looking for sponsorships, and the Red Kettle kickoff is going to be coming soon. And that's going to be the time that they raise funds here locally to support them all year. So the Red Kettle campaign, sometimes people think it's just for the Christmas program, but it's not. The money that they raise in the Red Kettle actually goes to support the great programs that Salvation Army does year long. So drop your money in the kettle, send them a check if you can, sponsor if you can, and sign up for a Christmas basket and share the news with anybody else that you know that might need some help this Christmas. And now we have two lovely guests with us today. We have Kelsie Stafford with Muscatine Parks and Rec and Michelle Berns with Muscatine County Conservation. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We get to talk about Halloween programs today. That is so great. Well, we better start with the one that is tomorrow. And that's yours, Michelle. And that's one that I'm actually lucky to be able to partner on this year. Tell us about your event that's going to be tomorrow.
It's our event.
Our event.
So it's the drive-through. So we did it last year at Salisbury. Same sort of setup, except we've got the Y partnering with us this year. So you've got the whole end of the other campground all decorated up. I've heard things are going to be grand. And right now we've got probably more people out there than we did last year for the event. Don't you say? You think?
It's really, I was out there last night until about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And it's looking like Halloween out there. I can tell you that. People are really in the mood.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get to go through at some point. But it is a drive-through event. We have 500 bags of goodies. We've also got little mini pumpkins for the first 300 kiddos donated by one of our local folks here, Skip Hitchcock. And so that's exciting. Usually, sometimes when we do our Halloween event here, we just decorate those little pumpkins. And so it's like, well, he's got pumpkins and we'll get pumpkins out. So we're just doing some last minute things here. Actually, we've got pumpkin carving going on in our back room right now. Just finished the treat bags. I think it's going to be really fun. So basically people come down Salisbury Road and then you're going to take a right into the campground. We'll have a vehicle there with lights on so you know which direction to go. It's a one-way, so you'll go throughout the whole main campground, come up and around, and by the lodge is where we'll be taking donations and handing out the treat bags. So this year we have a suggested donation of $10 per car. You're welcome to give more than that if you'd like. The money's going to be divided between the Muscatine Humane Society and the MCSA Food Pantry. So we're really excited to be able to share with our community in that sense too.
But if they don't have the donation or that would burden them this year, totally up to them, right?
Right.
Now,
Yes.
so they're not going to get their candy bag when they come in, they're going to get it as they leave.
That's exactly right. Yep. And that just
Because
helps with
those little fingers would be digging in those bags.
oh, before they get to
Instead
the
of
bridge
looking
at
at,
Chicken Creek, they'll probably have some candy open.
oh, you bet. You
But
bet.
yeah, that doing it that way we found helps to sort of help the traffic flow through the campground because everybody's creeping along, looking at everything. I mean, just like if they were driving through looking at Christmas lights, things look a little bit you got to go slow and you got to take in everything. And so yeah, so hopefully, you know, we're really excited. Last year we had, I think, almost 400 cars that came through. We had vans and little small buses that came through from like our community homes and the assisted living groups. So we actually, I think, opened up our event to more of a wider audience. You know, our normal Halloween event, we come to this to either Discovery Park or Salisbury. We've done Salisbury before, but usually Discovery Park, and we dress up as characters and people hike through and listen to those skits. So we can't have as many people, of course, because we can't take those large groups. And also, you know, the walking part of it is a little bit of a hindrance to some people who can't walk. So this is sort of taken, I always think about Halloween not really as like a celebrated holiday. You know, I think people decorate for Christmas. When you think about decorations, you think Christmas. But for whatever reason, maybe it was the pandemic last year, I don't know. It seemed like a lot more people decorated for Halloween, you know, with the spider webs and the skeletons, and just really got into the mood. So I'm really excited about it. It's something new, and hopefully it's something that we can continue maybe in the future. Post COVID, some sort of a hybrid model where we still can get back to our Halloween hike skits. But this is just amazing. I just love it.
Who knows, you could even do, you know, the cars stop at a point and hear a skit and keep moving. Who
Or
knows?
maybe like Friday night, we do a walking thing through the campground,
Saturday drive-through,
and then Saturday's the drive-through. So it's, I think trying to have it at two different places would be really difficult because we just have such a small staff here and volunteer base, but you never know. We'll see.
Yeah. And I wanted to give a shout out. It's taken 2 days to stuff the bags with all of the candy and toys for 500 students and children. And I wanted to thank First National Bank and Family Eye Center who donated to getting items to stuff in those bags. And I know you had some donations as well.
Yeah, we had a load of candy donations come in, of course. Even some of our campground folks that are decorating there, they threw in a few big bags of candy too, you know. So they're really getting into it as well. But inside every bag is going to be a little donation or sponsor list, so you can see all of the names. I probably should have had that so I could read it off. But there are several individuals that have donated, as well as those larger corporations. So
what I really like about it too is, like you said, older people could go through, people that have some type of a disability or a barrier to being able to walk the Halloween hike can still go through and enjoy this, even if they don't have any kids.
Oh, for sure. We had
this a lot is something I would do without kids. Drive through.
Yeah,
I would love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So what are the times tomorrow?
Tomorrow we will start at 6:30, and we go till 8:30. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, because I saw in some other place where it was advertised it was 8 o'clock, and I'm going, oh no, you know how sometimes things get. So then I was second guessing myself, going,
I know.
Too many things going on right now.
You know, I think there was a flyer from last year at 8 o'clock, and then I think it got carried forward, but then it got.
Oh, somebody shared. Yeah, that's the thing with it, never leaves.
Oh, I know. Internet. I know. We were talking about that. We've talked about it several times, but just here recently, anytime you make a new copy of something, you've got to hunt down every old copy because or pretty soon it's floating out there with
Yeah.
wrong information on it. You got to go. I got actually sent Jessica, who stuffed our bags for the last 2 weeks. I've had her go to different offices at the Y and hunt down old copies and shred them. So that way we can make sure we got the current info, but it doesn't matter. It'll get out there. Well, I think
Yep.
it sounds like a ton of fun. Do you need volunteers at this point? Are you set on that?
You know,
Is
we
there
could
anything
always
you
use a
need?
few more volunteers. The biggest, I think, obstacle we have right now is how to keep the traffic moving. It's only going to go so fast through the campground while everybody's piddling along there, but giving out the treat bags, collecting the donations. And that's why this year we decided that we were going to collect a monetary donation instead of like supplies, because then, you know, bless everybody's heart, we had literally a van full of food and a pickup truck full, the bed of stuff for the Humane Society, dog food, cat food, paper towels, bleach, you know, all of the stuff that they need. So trying to get all that stuff collected and put where it was supposed to go, and then keep traffic moving. At one point, I know that the traffic on Salisbury Road was backed up all the way up to, I think they call it Five Corners.
Oh my goodness.
So we're like going,
Yeah, that probably isn't the best.
is there a different way? But you know, it all worked out, and I don't know if there's a different way. We talked about maybe rerouting traffic when actually in the park, but you know, there's only one way in and one way out.
That's
So,
right. Well, you know, and I think logistically, taking cash donations and letting the organizations purchase their own items, while I think as a donor, it's more fun to actually go and buy something and give it, being mindful of the fact that they know what they need more than we do. And the dollars might stretch more because they might have a deal with
right.
a particular supplier where they get it at a reduced cost rather than us going to the store and buying it. So they might get more bang for their buck. So plus the issue of, you know, carrying it over there and transporting it. So I think you're right. Cash is the way to go if you can make that work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Look at all those cars.
Oh, I know.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I know.
It was so fun.
I don't know what my brother is doing, but his camper's out there and my camper's out there, and we have people out there setting up right now, and I'm getting texts even as we speak about this light isn't working and that light, and I said, I trust your judgment. But anyway, I don't know what my brother is working on, but last night he texted me at the last minute and said, I need 20 safety pins. Bring them. Okay, I will.
Knowing Harry, it could be anything.
Who knows? Who knows? My brother is a kid at heart.
Yes, for sure. Indeed.
Indeed. Well, let's talk about trunk or treat. Kelsie, this will be year number 2 for trunk or treat too, right?
Yes, yep. Our second annual trunk or treat this year. So we are just so excited. We had an amazing turnout last year. About 700 people came out and enjoyed the day. So we are just so excited for this year. We're working on getting trunks lined up. So people have been awesome about volunteering to come and decorate a trunk and hand out goodies for all the kids. So big thanks to them, and inviting anybody else who would like to. We've got plenty of room left. So just let us know, give us a call, send us an email, and let us know if you'd like to volunteer for a trunk. And kids are going to be so spoiled this year.
Oh,
I
yes,
think
they are. You two ladies are amazing, because you both started brand new Halloween events in 2020 in the heart of the pandemic. Instead of just saying, you know what, we can't do a Halloween thing this year because of the pandemic, you both said, no, we're just going to do something different. And you both did. And look at how many people in the community were served and how many smiles you brought to faces because you weren't willing to take the easy way out. I'm so excited for both of you. So tell us about trunk or treat. So people from the community just say, hey, I want to help. And they drive their car there, they open their trunk, and it's filled with goodies and the kids walk from car to car?
Yeah, exactly. So different organizations, businesses, just citizens have stepped up and said we want to participate. So it's just that they come into Soccer West. We're holding it at the West Complex across from the Muscatine Soccer main complex. So we'll be in that newer parking lot. They just come in, they have their trunks decorated up, and then handing out goodies, of their choosing. It can be candy, it can be little trinkets, anything. We know kids love bouncy balls, pencils, anything of that nature. So they'll be getting lots of goodies this year. And yeah, exactly that. Just decorate your trunk in whatever theme that you like. And it's a really fun time to see not only all the amazing costumes, but also all the decorations in the trunks. It's so much fun.
So people decorate their trunks all up really neat too, don't they?
Yes. So and the kids just go from car to car and see all the cool decorations and the creative things that people come up with. So it is a lot of fun.
So we're talking not on Halloween, but the day before, October 31st or 30th. And what's the time?
Yep, it's going to be 6:30 to 7:30 on Saturday, October 30th.
All right. So what way do they, so there's a couple different driveways. Do they enter the south or the north?
Sure. So the trunks will be all set up and ready before 6:30, obviously. And then we're asking people who are coming to actually do the trick-or-treating to park in the main complex.
Okay.
So then they'll walk across the crosswalk there, the lit crosswalk on the north side of the parking lot. Okay. So the entrance closer to Hershey then.
Yep. Okay, good.
Yes.
And then they'll just walk down the row and then cross back over and go to the parking lot.
Correct.
So does it flow really nice and smooth?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So it's, kind of just down the way, and then they can go across this way, or they can go straight down and come on back. And we'll have trunks on either side of the parking lot, so they can just flow right down through the line.
So how many trunks?
So right now we've got about 20, and so we're looking forward to getting some more in. I'm sure we'll have a few more folks sign up, and like I said, if anybody would like to join in, we've got plenty of room. So
what is your goal? How many do you want?
Oh, we could do probably up to 50, I would think, if we could fit in that lot.
That's a lot of candy those kids are going to get.
Yes, I know. And that's before Halloween even starts, really.
I know. Now, Chad, you can give me a thumbs up or down. I forgot to ask you if you had a copy that you could pull up of the video you did of the trunk or treat last year. Is that an up? Oh, I see it's an up. So we'll watch that. If we watch that screen, ladies, we'll see when it comes up.
Yeah.
And the folks at home will be able to hear if there's sound. We won't hear the sound, but it'll be playing for them.
Yeah.
So
it was an awesome time.
So you had like 700 people come through. How did you count them?
So we were standing at the entrance and we were just clicking them through. So every new person we saw come across, click, 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 and it was awesome.
That's always, all these wonderful community events that Muscatine has. That's always something to consider, is you always want to know about how many people, and you have to get creative sometimes to figure out how many actually came to your event. We're watching you, Chad. We're seeing when you're getting there soon.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes it's, you have goodie bags, like
the
event tomorrow, and you see how many you hand out, and you got to get creative sometimes.
The community block party, we do how many meal tickets we handed out.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So you've just got, oh, there it is. I see the video. So it looks like the folks at home can see that. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it went. Is it over? It might be.
No, it's playing.
Oh, okay. It's playing, but we can't see it. That's right. Give me a thumbs up when I should start talking again.
You can keep talking. I'll just show some of these
Okay, that
videos.
sounds good. So it's going to be colder this year, I think, than it was last year, right?
You know, I haven't looked too closely at the 10-day, forecast here, but I thought I saw a high of 60 around that time. So it's probably going to be, because it'll be nighttime, obviously. So it'll probably be a little bit chillier.
Sure.
But us Iowans are used to wearing our winter coats with our Halloween costumes.
Yeah. And it's always good when they're all bundled up. You don't want them being all hot either.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it looks like, there people have had parents and kids, and even I've saw some grandparents bringing their kids through or tagging along.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we saw a ton of kids, but we saw a lot of adults and just people who wanted to come through and check out all the decorations and things too. So kind of similar to the Salisbury event, it's good for any age to just come through and see all the cool stuff going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, even if you weren't coming through for candy, you might want to walk through just to see all the decorated trunks.
Exactly. Yep.
I know, and I know some who've done that last year. So is this something, Kelsie, that you're considering doing again? Are you looking at modifying like Michelle was talking about? What are you thinking?
I think as long as we have people interested in it, we'll keep doing it. So we were blown away by the interest last year, and we think we might get even more this year. So
I bet. The kids are going to get they're going to get the drive-through event tomorrow, this weekend. Next weekend, they're going to have the trunk or treat on the 30th, and then trick or treat on the 31st. Oh my gosh, stick that candy back for Christmas.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they
better have big bags.
Yes. Yes. And I do like to just sit, when we have the Halloween at the Y as normal in a normal year, it's so fun to see those costumes and how creative. I'm not very creative. I can copy, but I don't think of them on my own. But some mothers and fathers are very good at coming up with costumes that are just amazing.
They are. I saw one last year where the kids were dressed up like Finding Nemo, and then they had a fish tank also. And so they had decorated the fish tank, and it was really cool. Oh. It was very creative, and we saw a few like that.
I love that stuff. That is so fun. And the kids will remember that forever. Remember when one of our daughters was, we did the Conehead family. You guys probably don't remember back, and Saturday Night Live did the Coneheads with Chevy Chase. And anyway, that was way before your
time. That.
But we did Coneheads on the kids, and we still say, remember that year you were a Conehead? So all these memories, those kids are building memories that they're going to remember all their lives.
Yes, absolutely.
How fun.
So much fun.
Kelsie, do you need volunteers? What do you need for your event?
So I think mainly we're just looking for folks to volunteer to decorate a trunk, bring in their car, and hand out candy and goodies. So yeah, we're definitely still taking volunteers for that.
Now, Michelle's event is doing a donation. Do you guys do anything like that?
We are not doing that for this event this year.
You do it for other events though, don't you?
Yes, we do. Yep. Okay. Actually, for the Festival of Lights event, we're looking forward to this December. We're going to also do the perishable or non-perishable, donations for food pantries. So we're looking forward to doing that.
You want to give us just a little snippet of the Festival of Lights?
Yeah, so we are looking forward to doing this for the first year in Weed Park. So it's going to be a little bit similar to the Salisbury thing, I think, decorating. We're looking forward to hopefully getting some organizations, groups, businesses to adopt an area in Weed Park, decorate that up with Christmas lights and all of that good stuff, and then having folks be able to come and drive through and just view all the lights throughout Weed Park. So we're just getting started getting the ball rolling on this, but we are really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be cool. And I think we've had a lot of people kind of suggest that, in the past, just say, this would be really neat.
Yeah.
So we're listening to them and looking forward to doing that this year.
So keep yourselves posted because there'll be more to come.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Information will be released soon on that.
Yes. I love the holiday season. So we got Halloween and then we'll have Thanksgiving, and your fall festival was amazing.
Yes, it turned out so good. We had about 300 people come out.
Yeah. Yep, and really good press from the news, the TV news being there.
Yes, it was awesome of them to come out and just show what we were doing and all the fun we were having that day. So that was really cool to see too. Yeah. But yeah, and that's another one where we've got kiddos coming out with costumes. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, fun, fun, fun.
Yes.
All right. Well, everybody, if you have any questions about the event tomorrow, you can call Michelle at Muscatine County Conservation. And if you have any questions about trunk or treat, get a hold of Kelsie at Muscatine Parks and Recreation. You guys are both amazing.
Thanks.
Can't say that enough.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both so much. Have a great rest of your week. We are so glad that you were here with us. Next week, we have Nadine Brockert and Peggy Gordon with us because it's going to be the last meeting or the last show of October already. I can't even believe it. And so that means we'll be having our Grandview Revitalization Project update. So we will look forward to seeing you joining us here, I hope, next week. We do have a Muscatine City Council meeting, hybrid style, tonight at 7 o'clock. Thanks and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.